Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. It's Sunday and we are getting ready to wrap up another fantastic week of racing here at Gulfstream, and we have a Rainbow Six carryover of more than $1.1 million. That gets started in the fourth race, so we'll get to it in just a bit. We also have a stake on the card in the Sunset Overnight Handicap. That's coming up in race 6, so plenty to get to. But first we got to get to our first race and those track and weather conditions.
The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. The first race on Sunday's card is a $6,250 claimer. Fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upward, which have not won 3 races, will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. No scratches but one jockey change. Luca Panici will be aboard the 7 phase.
Racing at Gulfstream. It was a level beginning. From the outside, Phase gets the first call. Quickly up the challenge is Blue Temptation, and in between horses, Language of Love. These 3 are quickest from Fair Shake, who comes away racing in 4th. Then it's a link back to the team of Candy's Lady and Fleet Talk and Miss. Honey Bunny Boo Boo wide on the outside, and stretch runner Centella is last of all and about 9 lengths behind with a half a mile to go. It's Phased on top now for Panici by 2 lengths. Language of Love and Blue Temptation second and third. Then it's a wall of 4 led by Fleet Talk and Miss 3 wide. 4 wide is Honey Bunny Boo Boo. In the 2-path, Candy's Lady. Fair Shake needs to quicken. She's been shuffled to second last, and Centella is last as there's 5/16 to go. Language of Love and Blue Temptation take over from a weakening Phased. Honey Bunny Boo Boo is poised off the speed for Gonzalez within 2 lengths of the top. In between horses, Candy's Lady, Fleet Talk and Miss. Scrubbed on but not answering an offer here on the outside, and Centella, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Language of Love shaken up for the drive and moving clear by 1.25 lengths. Honey Bunny Boo Boo is there second from the inside. Blue Temptation and Centella gets underway from last, but they're in deep stretch, and Language of Love is finding up top. Language of Love and Eddie Castro to win the Sunday opener by 2 lengths. Honey Bunny Boo Boo second, Blue Temptation third, then Centella fourth in 1:12 3.
Language of Love draws off to take the opener on Sunday. She's a 2.5 length winner with Eddie Castro in the irons. David Fox was the winning trainer for owners Maxim Alliance. That'll bring us right to the second race, a $6,250 claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won 2 races, will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. 2 more jockey changes. Leandro Gonsalves will be aboard the 5, and Pedro Monterey Jr. jumps aboard the 8.
And they're up. It was a good beginning down toward the inside. Polyushko begins nicely. Tricky Woman in the center, and here's Mongolian Honey rushing forward. Alongside that and moving to challenge for the early lead is Transuente. Transuente on the outside of Polyushko and Mongolian Honey between them. It's a stretch of 2.5 to Gachi Migas to the outside of Tricky Woman, who's 3 lengths better than Princess Bella on call. Then Front Cover Dream, and the trailer is Golden Gabby. They pass the half-mile pole and take it to the far turn. The favorite now lands on top. Mongolian Honey leads at 3/4 of a length. Transuente is now second. Polyushko is backed off third at the 3 furlong point, 4 lengths better than on the outside Gachi Migas, and to the inside Front Cover Dream. Princess Bella on call, trying to unleash a rally while 4 wide, 3.5 in front of Golden Gabby, and Tricky Woman has called it an afternoon, and there's a 1/4 mile left to go. Mongolian Honey arrives at the top of the stretch on a 5-length lead. From the outside, Front Cover Dream set down driving by Leroy Nelson, and from the far outside, it's Princess Bella on call, 3/16 to go. Mongolian Honey not home yet. Front home Cover Dream continues to come after the leader, and Princess Bella on call on the outside. Now on the inside, Front Cover Dream trying to track down Mongolian Honey. Mongolian Honey trying to hold firm. Here's Front Cover Dream, Mongolian Honey. Mongolian Honey held on to win it for Zayas. Front Cover Dream and Princess Bella on call in 1:13 1.
Mongolian Honey just holds off Front Cover Dream to take the second race. Edgard Zayas was in the irons for trainer George Navarro and owners White Wabbit Racing, LLC. Mongolian Honey paid $4.20 to win. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more racing after this.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Point of entry would not be denied. And they're into the stretch. Point of entry's taking the lead.
Point of entry, a 2-length lead.
It's Point of Entry taking the lead. Point of Entry will go to the Breeders' Cup on a 5-race winning streak.
5-time Grade 1 winner from a deep Phipps family, with the pedigree and physical to become the heir of Dinah Former, point of entry, standing at Adena Springs.
Here's the third race, a $20,000 claimer. Fillies and Mares 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile and a 16th on the turf course. Scratch the 1, Wonderfully Wild. Also, 2 jockey changes. Edgar Prado will be riding the 3, and Luca Panici will be piloting the 6.
From the center, Vision of Romance commences nicely. To her inside, Almost an Angel moves to challenge, and Cambiata in the center is showing speed, with Bluegrass Genius away off the speed from third and 2 lengths behind. Then on the outside, in Kingdom's Crown, racing mid-flight for Castro. To her inside is Summertime Music. Then it's a stretch of another 2 lengths back to the team at the back. Wild Songstress, Starship Shalty, and Dance with Geo last of all, and 11 lengths off the lead of Cambiata. Cambiata throttles open here to lead it by 2.5 lengths. Racing second is Almost an Angel. From the inside, Bluegrass Genius now third. Then to the inside and now fourth is Summertime Music, and neck better than Vision of Romance in fifth. 2 lengths more to Kingdom's Crown, 6th. She's about 8 lengths behind. She's a length and a half clear of Wild Songstress, followed by Starship Shalty and Dance with Geo unhurried. Last of all, after the quarter went in 23 and 4, they went a half mile in 46 and 3, so they picked it up in the second quarter, and Cambiata continues to do the heavy lifting. Cambiata into the far turn on top by 2, but her strides are shortening. On the outside and Almost an Angel second. 3 wide out there is Bluegrass Genius. Kingdom's Crown to the inside, fourth for Castro. From the outside, Summertime Music. From between horses and trying to move up, Vision of Romance. Then Starship Shalty and Dance with Geo, and they're at the top of the stretch. Bluegrass Genius just took the lead and is confidently handled from the far outside, trying to get a roll on now. Here comes a run from Summertime Music. Starship Shalty from far back. 3/4, 111 flat. Bluegrass Genius all in now. Summertime Music draws alongside, but Bluegrass Genius kicks gamely. Vision of Romance is back third down the outside, and Starship Shalty. Bluegrass Genius pulling out all the stops, and she'll hang on to win it. Bluegrass Genius by a length and a quarter. Summertime Music with a game run to be second in front of Vision of Romance third in 143 flat.
Bluegrass Genius prevails in the third race, giving Edgard Zayas back-to-back wins on the card. Trainer George Navarro and owners White Wabbit Racing LLC also get back-to-back wins as these 3 team up in back-to-back races. Bluegrass Genius paid $6 to win. The fourth race is a $6,250 claiming event. 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile on the main track. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're up. Financial Pathway is hustled out from an outside post to try to get position. Wild Conceits comes away in good shape. Down toward the inside, here's Contrip with his customary early speed, and Contrip will use his inside position to have the lead in the run out of the chute. From the outside, Defense Article is now second, and Wild Conceits is third. To the inside and now fourth, Valid Concept, a length and a half clear of Dos de Bastos. Then down toward the inside, it's Old Time's Sake. Financial Pathway on the outside. Between horses, Mejio. Length and a half back to He Spectacular, and it's a stretch of 4 lengths to the early trailer, Burning Time. Down the backstretch they go, and Contrip has them strung out, leads it by a length and a half. In between horses in second is Wild Conceits. Up on the outside, Defense Article is a joint second. 2 lengths back now to Valid Concept, who's coming under a chirp and not gaining after a strong half mile of 46 and 1. Moving right along here, and Old Time's Sake improves down to the inside. Dos de Bastos will have to rally from there. 2 in front of Financial Pathway, then Mejio, and at the back of the pack, the trailer is still Burning Time, and they run to the top of the stretch. Toward the inside, Contrip has the lead. Wild Conceits asked to do some work on the outside second. From the back, Valid Concept, when he was tipped to the clear, he picked up the bit again, and he's coming on. Down to the inside, Old Time's Sake just got the Red Sea parted for him, and he'll cut the corner and take over. Here's Old Time's Sake with a dream run inside to take the lead. Wild Conceits is next. Down the outside, and Valid Concept from fourth is Contrip. The rest are strung out in deep stretch. Old Time's Sake trying to see it through. Valid Concept takes another run at him. Valid Concept, Old Time's Sake, it's Old Time's Sake, hanging on. Valid Concept second, Wild Conceits third, in front of He's Spectacular fourth in 138 and 2.
Old Time's Sake gets the better of Valid Concept in the fourth race. Jesus Rios was aboard for owner and trainer William Hefner. Old Time's Sake paid $10.40 to win. The fifth race is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $62,500. Fillies and Mares 4-year-olds and upward will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. A field of 9 set to go to the post.
And they're up. From the outside, the gray Tis Me, Tis You begins nicely. In the center, She's Spooky moves to challenge. And from the inside, Black Elegance comes away racing third. They sort themselves out with She's Spooky and Tis Me, Tis You getting acquainted up top. They've opened up 3 on Black Elegance, who's away racing in third. From the 3 wide side, it's Lemon Point, and from between horses, it's Red Minx. Then it's a stretch of another 2.5 lengths back to the inside, Madaket Millie, a length better than Always Thinking of You. Then it's a stretch of another 4 lengths to the team at the back, Marilor and Miss Melinda. They went a quarter 21 and 4. They're sprinting up top, and from the inside, She's Spooky is hounded by Tis Me, Tis You. They're not letting anything give an inch here. They've opened up a 3.5 length lead on Lemon Point, who's snugly in hand well third. She's to the outside of Black Elegance in fourth. Then in between horses, that's Red Minx. From the outside, Always Thinking of You. Then to the inside, Madaket Millie. Back markers start to do some work. Miss Melinda is wide, and Marilor looks for racing room. After a half mile and an eye-popping 44 and 3, She's Spooky is done away with Tis Me, Tis You. She'll have to deal with Lemon Point and Black Elegance. They're both on the move. 2 lengths back to the inside, Madaket Millie, Marilor, and Miss Melinda winded up from the back. Top of the lane, She's Spooky on borrowed time with Lemon Point coming to call on the outside. From the far outside, here comes the leader, stablemate Miss Melinda. Off the fence and Black Elegance, 1/8 of a mile to go. Lemon Point now in front by 2 to the outside, Black Elegance. Coming at her and coming on, Miss Melinda and Marilor are next. In deep stretch, Lemon Point's almost there, and she'll get there. It's Lemon Point. Hanging on. Black Elegance second from Madaket Millie, who shook loose to get third in front of Marilor, then Miss Melinda in 128 and 3.
Lemon Point tops the field in the 5th race, getting the jump on Black Elegance and keeping that advantage to the wire. Gabe Saez was the winning jockey for trainer Bill Mott and owners Vegso Racing Stable. Lemon Point paid $9 to win.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
On to the 6th race now. This is the feature today, the $60,000 Sand Dollar and Overnight Handicap. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile on the main track. A field of 7 will go to the post.
Racing in the Sand Dollar Handicap. From the outside, Anna Bugeisha is away alertly and right to the early lead. Toward the inside, it's Flutterby moving to challenge. And from the outside, Don't Call Me Charlie. These are the 3 quickest out of there, with Lightbringer away racing in 4th. These top 4 have opened up 5 lengths now on the team at the back, led by Oasis at Midnight. On the outside, it's on the inside, Imposing Grace, and trailing the field is Quiet Hour. Down the backstretch they run, and the leader was Flutterby after a 23-1 opening quarter time. Flutterby's in front, and between horses is Anna Bugeisha. California Invader is second off the flank of the leader with Don't Call Me Charlie third. Then it's 2 lengths back to the inside. Lightbringer is 4th. These top 4 have still 3.5 in front of an improving Imposing Grace, then Quiet Hour, and Oasis at Midnight is chirped along by Boca Chica last of all, and 11 lengths behind as Flutterby moves into the far turn on top. Flutterby leads by 1.5 lengths. Anna Bugeisha taking off her game today. She's racing second from Don't Call Me Charlie in third, then Lightbringer 4th. Looking for some runs from the backfield. Imposing Grace just got passed by Quiet Hour, and Oasis at Midnight is struggling with 5/16 to go. An upset appears to be in the works. With the lead, it's Flutterby at the quarter pole, 3 on top. Back to second is Anna Bugeisha. Don't Call Me Charlie next. Quiet Hour winds it up from the back. On the inside and Lightbringer, 3/16 to go now. Panici goes to work on Flutterby. She's in front by 5 lengths. Anna Bugeisha trying valiantly while second. Toward the inside, Imposing Grace is now third. Far outside, here's Oasis at Midnight finally getting into the race. In deep stretch, Imposing Grace rolling at Flutterby. Here's Imposing Grace in time. Imposing Grace rode the rail to victory for Manuel Cruz. Flutterby loses a heartbreaker second. It's close third between Oasis at Midnight and Ana Bugeisha in 1:37 and 4.
Imposing Grace gets up in time along the rail to win the Sand Dollar. Manny Cruz was aboard for trainer Lars Beck de la Motte and owners Coffee Pot Stables. Imposing Grace paid $18.20 to win. And after the race, winning jockey Manny Cruz said saving ground was the key to his winning ride.
Yeah, Lars helped me a little bit. I never rode this feed. I just read the paper. And, the trainer told me save ground best you can. That's my style to ride, and everything's work out, save ground, and the race I knew was going to be fast, and I'm going to have some horse in the end.
The seventh race is a maiden special weight. 3-year-old fillies will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 8, the 10, the 12, the 13, and the 14.
And they're up. Step slow at the beginning was Momento d'Oro. It was a quick start in the center for Courtly Lark and Point Class, and they're the first two out. From third is Mia and Molly, and Kitten's Roar comes away in the top flight with Summer Chant a bit wide to the first turn run. They sort themselves out. They're chasing the speed of Courtly Lark, who leads it now by 2. From second now is Point Class, and Mia and Molly has moved through to be third. Then toward the inside, that's Cinco with Kitten's Roar between horses and Summer Chant on the outside. Length back to Classic Fusion, well held for Panici, about 6 lengths behind, 2 lengths better than Momento d'Oro, and Wilson's Creek is last of all as they run down the backstretch. Wilson's Creek about 9 lengths behind. Still in front, it's Courtly Lark after the opening quarter went in 24 and 1. Bracketing from the inside is Mia and Molly, and Point Class is in the 2 path. Summer Chant is 3 wide. Then it's Kitten's Roar to the inside Cinco. First time starters racing 5th and 6th and about 4 behind. 2 lengths in front of Classic Fusion. Then it's 3 to Momento d'Oro and still nothing from Wilson's Creek. Now the pace quickens after a half mile in 47 and 4, and Courtly Lark is still in front. Courtly Lark leads it by 1.5 lengths. Trying to get after him second is Mia and Molly. Kitten's Roar with a ground-saving trip toward the inside, and he begins to find his best stride. Back fourth now is Point Class, and there's 3/16 to go. Courtly Lark has 1 to fight off. It's Kitten's Roar who begins to storm down the center of the racetrack. Courtly Lark almost there. Kitten's Roar getting on track when it matters. Here's Kitten's Roar in time. Courtly Lark was second in front of Mia Molly third, and Point Class fourth.
Kitten's Roar gets the win in the 7th race, breaking her maiden at first asking for trainer Chad Brown and owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Leandro Gonsalves was aboard this 3-year-old daughter of Kitten's Joy. She paid $7 to win.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Welcome back. Here's the 8th race. This is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $75,000. 3-year-olds will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 11. That's your main track only participant, Renombre.
And they're up. Was a level beginning. From the center, Canadian Flyer wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Right up on his outside, Starship Explorer is showing speed. And out there 3 wide early, All I Care About. Spun very deep to that first turn run was Oh Marvelous, and saving ground was Big Yum. In tight a little bit there was Tis My Valentine. They sort themselves out for position, and they're chasing the speed of Canadian Flyer. Leads by a length over Starship Explorer in second. All I Care About is now third. Oh Marvelous is fourth with Big Yum fifth. Then Tis My Valentine and Run Saichi. Length back toward the inside to High Noon Rider, ahead better than an outside running Al Caravan. And Mr. Magician is last of all, but the opening quarter was spirited, 22-4, and they head down the backstretch. Canadian Flyer leads, but only a half a length. Pace pressure from Starship Explorer second. All I Care About is now third. From the inside, Big Yum is improving. Asked to do it, though, with Tis My Valentine between horses. Out wide on the course is Run Saichi. Then it's High Noon Rider, 2 lengths better than El Caravan. And still last is Mr. Magician. They take it to the far turn. They win a half mile in 45-2. And with the lead, it's Canadian Flyer doing it nicely. Here's All I Care About. 3 wide on the outside. Starship Explorer between horses. High Noon Rider works off the fence for a clear shot. Big Yum has called it an afternoon. And Mr. Magician runs on from the back, and they're out the top of the stretch. Edgar Zayas says go with All I Care About, who leads it, but up on the outside, High Noon Rider takes it to him, and he's under a full head of steam. Here's High Noon Rider up and on the outside to take the lead. All I Care About is clearly second. Mr. Magician battles it out for third. It's High Noon Rider by 2. All I Care About second. Mr. Magician and Run Saichi in 127-3.
High Noon Rider powerfully strides home in the 8th race, giving jockey Eddie Castro his second win of the day. George Weaver was the winning trainer for owners R.A. Hill Stable. High Noon Rider returned $5 for the victory. The 9th race is a $12,500 maiden claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 5, fast play Tilly. That means the 13, a woman with pants, does in fact get in.
And runners away. From the center, Hillbilly Babe gets the first call. Quickly up the challenge. Here's Morgan Falls. So the 2 favorites will go at it early. They're 1-2. From the outside, a woman with pants now comes away to challenge. In between horses in a little tight, Ghazi Cottons alongside Royal Spaces. Also right there are both Cookie Exchange and Tartaletta as they take it to the far turn. It's a length back to June Flower. Then it's Ancy Dad. Another 2.5 to Cat Lucky. Toward the outside, Our Bar Lady. And trailing is Yes by Stormy. They run around the far turn. Up on the outside, Morgan Falls. And farther outside and coming on now, here's a woman with pants. Back third is Hillbilly Babe. She'll need to do better from there. 3 in front of Tartaletta, scraping the paint inside and run from Royal Spaces, and they're at the top of the stretch. 22-2 for the quarter time. This is up for grabs. A woman with pants on the outside. Here's emerging from the back, June Flower coming on. Morgan Falls in front. June Flower and her woman with pants run at her. A woman with pants. Here's June Flower. She's in time. June Flower got up from a woman with pants. It's desperately close for third between Ancy Dad and Morgan Falls. It's another picture for fifth in 57-4.
June Flower gets up to take the victory in the Sunday finale. Miguel Vasquez was in the irons for trainer Mohamed Jehloudi and owners Lisa's Racing, Inc. June Flower paid $20 to win. And here are the returns from our exotic wagers. The pick 4, 4 of 4, $1,121.85. The pick 5, 4 of 5, $35.95. 5 of 5, $5,971.85. The Rainbow 6, 6 of 6 paid $11,549.40, but there was no single winning ticket, so the carryover continues to grow into next week on Wednesday. It will be $1,193,549.01.
That's going to wrap up Sunday's card and our race week here at Gulfstream. We are off for a couple of days, but we return to live racing on Wednesday with 8 races. And in the second race, a field of 7 will go to the post looking for their maiden-breaking victory. 3-year-olds and upward will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track in this maiden special weight. I think High Quality Prince is a colt to watch in here for trainer Antonio Sano. He could be a good value. This son of exclusive quality got banned 7 wide in his turf debut last time out and returns to the main track on Wednesday in his first start for Sano. In this colt's last main track start, he rallied to get up for second and was only beaten 3/4 of a length in a maiden special weight at Gulfstream Park West. He'll be fresh for this start, seeing as he hasn't raced since December, and he'll receive Lasix for the first time, which I think could help him move forward in a big way. But don't count out the other Sano trainee in here. Highland Warrior will make his career debut in this race and draws the services of current leading rider Edgar Zayas for his first outing. That may be an indication of how well he's coming into this race. And then there's Have a Good Laugh, who finished second in his last start to the highly regarded Jimmy Jerkins trainee Juba. The 4-year-old Tim Hills trainee will not have to face the likes of that colt on Wednesday. He's your morning line favorite. That's just one of the races on tap when we come back on Wednesday. I'll see you back here in a couple days for the entire card. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak.